downs. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Jones. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing Jones. Eluding the pressure right. And that's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Jones throwing complete for Harris. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Harris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. Touchdown, Chicago! A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jones on first down. It's caught. Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jones on first and 10. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw again on second down. Jones got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Jones now throwing on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
Well, here's what having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, Warren. Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Off the play fake. Jones. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out right at the 35. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw there taken in by Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 44, Jones. And he'll just get rid of it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Robert Quinn in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2nd and 20. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he's got Smith here. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking for Campbell downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Justin Jefferson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they've buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. Here's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, 5. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Smith, as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. He's going to float this one deep right side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit. Jones, a final shot before break. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Paris Campbell, as time expires in the first half. And the Pats will extend their lead on the final play of the half. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season, is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A big play there for the Patriots.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here's Jones on first down. This is Smith with a grab. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
On first down, Fields. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turnover 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On 2nd and 10, Jones on the left side. Gallup's got it. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Michael Gallup, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
And in this day and age, I would love to play quarterback in the NFL. Wide open offenses, acrobatic receivers. If you're accurate, you're going to have days like this.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. 54 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Looking to throw on second down. Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly. And that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more 2-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action. Jones. That's swung out wide to Harris. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Catch made here by Campbell. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. 20. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now Fields. Flushed out right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. And the Patriots are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter action from Foxborough. They'll throw again from their own end zone. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle.
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Complete. Smith has it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. He's got a man complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. Big play there for New England. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 22, Jones. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Jones now. Off play action. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll look to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Chicago! Marquise Goodwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll try and throw for it. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
To try again after the sack. Jones being chased out left. But I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. 2nd time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. He finds his man complete. That's Smith. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Goes right back to Smith again. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking to throw. Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. He will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak. The point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They find some open field here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Fields. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. On 1st down, it's Fields. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Buying time to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. And go in the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at third down and long. Good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Looks like he'll throw here. Rolling to his right. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play there for the Patriots. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long. And I would say that going along with that,
he will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. Jonnu Smith, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 48. You don't like this? Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his back.